Lazy days on the lake spent fishing and boating, playing ball, singing songs by the campfire, and being surrounded by friends. This is what summer camp memories are made of. But for these campers, the memories made here mean much more than summertime fun.
These children and adults are different because they are autistic and/or cognitively impaired. We try to provide the opportunity for them to experience camp to the fullest like anybody else can.
This group of campers represents a growing population who are attending camp programs geared towards making memories while learning important life skills. By using a hands-on approach to things like making beds and maintaining an organized living space, the counselors here encourage campers to help plan their own activities. This promotes a heightened awareness of the senses, and the stimulation helps to accelerate learning while having fun. The hope is that these individuals will return home more independent than when they arrived.
All my staff goes through orientation, which is a good 30 hours of training before camp even begins, so that they're prepared. And it takes special people to work with this population. We have a 3-to-1 camper to staff ratio, and that assures that there's help available and more individualized attention.
Last year, I was like watching my child blossom. When he come back from camp, he made some major leaps in his ability to communicate emotions more so than verbally, because he has verbal problems. So the second year, he's grown a little bit more emotionally than I've ever seen him do.
My son, Purvis, has been coming here for about 15 years. He's learned tolerance because being autistic, they're not highly tolerant of other things they don't like. He's learned tolerance. He's also learned patience. And he loves coming to camp. And it's one of the few words that he will say because he's nonverbal. But he will say camp. And he loves coming to camp.
The adventures and experiences of summer camp are some of the most treasured memories many of us have. But for those with special needs, summer camp can also be a place to learn invaluable lessons in living. Located in Jerome, Michigan, St. Francis Camp on the Lake tailors the quintessential summertime experience for special needs children and adults. Set on 36 acres along the banks of Goose Lake, St. Francis Camp on the Lake enriches their lives through fun activities with an emphasis on learning daily living skills. This routine becomes an important part of the overall camping experience.
Campers typically come on Sundays and leave on Fridays, so they're here for a one-week stay. During that time, we focus a lot on socialization and activities of daily living. Throughout the day, if there's extra cleanup, lots of times our campers like to help with meal cleanup, as well as maintaining their own personal space, their own personal hygiene, their own personal clothing, things like that. That's how we will reinforce the activities of daily living. In addition, in a typical day, they will have, after breakfast and after they've done their cabin cleanup, we'll do a stretching morning exercise type activity for them. Then we run 4 standard activities every day. 2 in the morning are usually either a sport or a play activity that focuses on their large motor skills, and an arts and crafts activity for their fine motor skills. After lunch, they'll have a rest period, followed by a water activity, which plays on their sensory skills. After water activity, which could be boating or wading, they'll get cleaned up, they'll get ready for dinner, and after dinner we do a lot of special activities, whether it be a dance, a birthday party, campfires, things like that really focus on the socialization skills.
What Sam get out of this, he gets something that he watches his brother and sister get. And that's, so many times, he feels left out. You know, when they're off, they'll go do things with their friends, and he wants to hop along with them, and just because he's curious, he doesn't know how to interact, but he just wants to be part of that. And when he can't, it's very, you can see it in his eyes, it's very hard for him. But when he was able to go here, and meet new people that became his friends, he bonded with people here that you could tell that these are his.
It has long been said that being surrounded by nature is good for the soul. Here, the rustic setting and serene environment provide these campers with an opportunity they will never forget.
He's now 34 years old, and people with autism need prompting and stimulation daily. And this is one of the places that he gets prompting and stimulation. I consider this as one of my support services for being the parent of a child with autism.
We're licensed by the state of Michigan. We hold 2 licenses, child and adult licenses, that enables us to have campers from the age of 8 all the way on up. I believe our oldest camper was in their early to mid 80s. In addition to that, we have an on-site infirmary that is fully stocked for all of our standard medical orders, as well as any emergency medications that we're able to pass. We also have a nurse on site at all times, whether that be our director, who's an RN, or our health officer, who is here full-time. Because our campers take so many medications on a routine basis, we do try to have at minimum of an LPN here. With our menus, many of our campers also are on special diets. The most common ones are gluten-free, diabetic diets, and food allergies. And of course, our menus are modified to meet those needs.
These people are like family here. They love their work. They love the kids here. They love the campers here, because there's all ages come here. And it just beams with it. You come in here and you know, you go to some places, everybody gives an open hug, but here they mean those hugs.
Why do they keep coming back? The friendships they form, the caring staff, the healing atmosphere, probably a combination of all the above.
And I'm so thankful for St. Francis because there aren't many camps for adults with special needs, and he has aged out of any other kind of camp system. So St. Francis is it's a wonderful location, and the staff is wonderful, and I'm comfortable with him being here.
Every summer I come back and I'm greeted with smiles, I'm greeted with hugs by campers whom I've known all this time. I've watched them grow up here. Some are my age, we've become friends. I also see skills that our campers have learned from staff the previous year, and see when they come in that they've maintained that skill. We'll get letters from parents telling us the difference we've made. What better place to be?
For more information on how to donate or to enroll your loved one, log on to stfranciscamp.org or call the number on your screen.